The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. You know, the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
The City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Faking the give, now Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks,
Houston.
29 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
14.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They begin the drive with Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder. And I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Texans' 9-yard line.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And it's 3rd down.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And the Texans first down.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Alex Okafor coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Texans 7.
Now Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Duke Johnson.
Chris Jones on the stop.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Johnson on the counter. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First and 10.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Chiefs 35, Texans 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, Watson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the air yet again, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans cut into that lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way out to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
On the move to his left. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover. Get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
First and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them the chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And it's third down.
Watson on third down. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. They'll try the air now with Watson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Third and long. It's Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they know.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. His second touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Mecole Hardman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 56, Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Houston.
They'll run it with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And Robinson with a big catch.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A lot of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score, Chiefs.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.